Hi guys, welcome to my new playthrough. One moment, this screen popped up. Okay, brightness. Dishonored 2 Death of the Outsider. It is my second playthrough. First one I did before this one, really shortly before was Quantum Break. Then I actually started with a playthrough of Dishonored 2. But while downloading that game from Steam, I noticed that indeed already this DLC came out, and it made sense to first do this one because it's like new content. And I assume people like to see more people are curious to recent released content as opposed to for instance Dishonored 2, which was already out since the beginning of the year. So I decided, a bit awkward, but to turn it around, first playing the DLC and then immediately afterwards I will finish my playthrough of Dishonored 2. I'm only at the first level where I just exited Dunwall Tower. I really like the game for what I've played of it. And I'm sure I'm also going to like this one. The only disadvantage of doing my run now is that maybe I will spoil some stuff for myself relating to the story of the main game Dishonored 2. But yeah, I will just pretend to not hear or see anything. And I'm not that good. I don't have that much of an elephant memory anyway, so I will just purposefully forget should I bump into any spoilers. What can I say more? Not much, I guess. I'm playing it on the PC, obviously. Or yeah, not obviously. I'm playing it on the PC with GTX 1070. I will be playing it on the hardest difficulty level, and my playthroughs are mainly really to get the broadest gaming experience as possible. So I will look for collectibles, I will upgrade the character. It will not be a speed run or some kind of guide showing you how to quickly and most easily bypass sections. No, I will try to bring over the game as I think the developers intended it to be played, and maybe even be a little bit more elaborate than that. That's about the platform, the graphics cards, the deepness of the playthrough. That's also why I call it a deep playthrough. And let's go into the options. This is actually also the first time I'm at this screen. It's a totally blind playthrough. So let's first set the options. I assume they are similar to the... Wow, I'm just a bit blown away by her eyes. It looks so freaky. Or his eyes. That's a guy, I think, but it's a pretty feminine guy. I assume the options are the same as the main game, so I'm now already quite familiar with them because earlier today I set them for the main game. Yes, that's pretty much the same. The only thing I need to do is unassign the spacebar, because that is also the recording button. So I am doing that now. And I will unassign the Alt key, because that is also the combination of my recording button, if it is at all used. Doesn't seem to be the case. That's weird, because I thought it in the main game it is used, I think. Alt. Oh, here it is. Alright. Yes, sirree do. Controls we covered, because the other one, mouse and keyboard, we are not using. I'm using the Xbox controller. Visuals. I will play it 1080p. Now my monitor, apparently it's simply a generic monitor. What an insult. I have like this super nice Samsung. I find it super nice. Full screen, brightness, I keep it default. Field of view, keep it default. All seems nice. Preset, we go with ultra. It's actually all the same. Advanced settings, VSync off. Adaptive resolution off. FPS limiter, bump it up, because we don't need and VSync at 60 and an FPS limiter at 60. That is double, so I cannot put the FPS limiter off, so I will just put it at a rate that I don't think it will ever reach. Certainly not with VSync on. Triple buffering, I keep it standard, not really sure what it does. And ambient occlusion we put to yes. That is about the graphical engine. Then we go into the volume. Oh, by the way, I should have done this of course first, because in my initial playthrough of Dishonored 2 I did a whole section of the start, and then I noticed that my voice was way too silent compared to the general game audio. So I put the master volume back and I increased the gain of the microphone to balance it out. And now I'm only doing the volume part here only now. So I hope you were able to hear me at the beginning of this video. I assume so. Subtitles off, yes, fine. And then we come to a section that I also commented on in the full game playthrough. I will keep this all standard, but the HUD, and the HUD, that is my general dislike of, or my dislike of the general movement in game development, where it's all being made foolproof. Like the HUD is like a continuous disco ball with flashing icons, alarms, notifications, scorecards, animated symbols. It's a total destruction of for instance, like a beautiful game world that for instance Dishonored brings to the screen. So I don't like that the movement towards those kinds of interfaces. But all the credits to the arcane developers of Dishonored, because they give like humongous customizability options, and you can turn it off as much as you want. I also turn it off because I think it suits better like a cinematic experience of a playthrough, and also a deep playthrough on the hardest difficulty level. I want to have also a bit of a challenge myself figuring things out. In the full game that went a bit wrong in the beginning, because I really got stuck an hour and a half in the same room trying to find an exit that wasn't at all in that room, because I turned the objective markers off. But anyways, that's what makes it in my book also fun, and also gives a sense of achievement when you do find the solution. So yeah, it brings a bit back the memories of Lara Croft and Tomb Raider, the early games, where sometimes you had hours figuring out how to get out of a level. So yeah, I like it, and with that playstyle also a minimal HUD I think suits best. And I also will play on stealthy with a stealthy approach, so I do not expect too many fights. I will try to avoid them. I will try to choke them out and do the silent approach. So health bars and stuff, it's not that important. So I will put everything off. Also the crosshair, I cannot put it fully off because then you will not hit anything. But I will put it to simple, because the other one is also a blinking mess, to be honest, or way too big. By the way, if you have Skyrim and you find the crosshair over there also too annoying, because it's also animated blinking stuff, I made a mod for that to also have a simple dot as a crosshair for Skyrim Special Edition. So you can find that. It's called dot crosshair. It's on the Nexus, Skyrim Nexus forums. So download it from there if you also dislike those big crosshairs. Tutorials I will keep on. Display health, nope. Interaction, no. No notification, no notification, no highlighting, no lock, no icons, no message, no locations, no notifications, no markers, no meter, no markers, no meter, no markers, no bar. Can you imagine if you have this endless list of engine proceedings from the background and notifications, if you have that all displayed on screen intermittently while you are playing a stealthy game, I find it so, contrary to the essence of a stealth game, where you really have to focus on sound and audio cues and footsteps and being able to pay attention or put your full attention to the game world. It's just for an arcade game like Street Fighter, and wow, you have a triple turbo super boost, I can fully understand it, but not for games like this. So it's all off. Yes, and that were the options. I guess we are ready to go in game. Before I hit start new game, I will now test the audio, so I will have to stop the recording for 1 second, but I immediately afterwards copy in the next recording, so you will not notice it at all, as the amount of time I will be to my desktop to check the audio volumes. So, but I will have to do that now, so I will be back for you in a sec. See you later. And we're back. I think the sound volumes are pretty okay, so I just kept it as it is now. One thing I noticed when looking at the stuff I recorded in the past minutes, is that I was too quickly with putting everything off, because I kept one HUD element not fully off. I kept it to fade out, but we don't want that. We want it fully off, the health bar. So screw fade out. Or maybe I will come back at that harsh statement once I get my ass kicked a couple of times, but I hope I don't, because I will just try to avoid fights altogether. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, ignition. Oh, it's stuttering, the ignition. Wait. And we do 3, 2, 1, go. Yes. Very hard. Oh, by the way, I will show you this. I find it also a testament of, it's the good philosophy of Arcane, putting player customizability to the forefront. You can really see what actually all is affected, and you can adjust it to your leisure. I already went through it in the more elaborately in the full game playthrough. So I will just quickly scroll down to see whether it's more or less the same. It is more or less the same, but just to be honest, I am going through it one more time to see whether, I think I just also on the other playthrough I just chose the default very hard. I'm actually sure of that, but I'm just looking if there is maybe an option that I could have tweaked. Enemy position, faster, enemy overhead, keen overhead, that's cool, they also see you from above. Lean visibility, visible, also if you lean, normally they can't see you, now they can. Constrained leaning, yes, you will lean out less far. Footstep noise, more noisy. Search persistency, long. Energy replenish, slow. Health regeneration, limited. By the way, the first one was save model, free. There's also like an iron mode where you if you die you start over. That's like crazy. If you really want to challenge, do that, but I think you can just best book in like 2 years before completing the game. Okay, quick access will slows time, enemy perception faster, yeah, the rest we already covered. Energy cooldown, long, reinforcement, more guards, enemy damage, high damage, group attacks, more, attack frequency, higher, range accuracy, high accuracy, enemy bravery, less panic, ammunition quantity, normal, less normal, standard. Okay, that's weird why they don't put it to less ammunition, but whatever. Potion speed, slower effect, potion strength, weaker elixirs, chase tenacity, tenacious, and you also have normal. Normally you have like probably slacking guards who are like Okay, screw this chase. I'm going back to my coffee. Stealth visibility, normal. You are more visible in bright light. No, keep it to normal. I already noticed in the other game playthrough that on the very hard setting, the enemies have like eagle eye view, so they really see you from far away. So I don't need to set it any stricter. One last fight. Old mentor, Dalt, whom you have not seen in 15 years. Rumors speak of a clandestine boxing club that uses black magic and bone charms at the Albarca Baths. Could he be there? Okay, I'm also reading, certainly in the beginning of the game, a bit of these screen hints. So to get a grip on all the game mechanics, to be able to play it as broadly as possible. Contracts. Complete a contract will earn you good coin among other rewards. Check your journal for more details. So that are like side missions, I guess. Voltaic gun. The voltaic gun is a muffled weapon that can fire several types of ammunition. I have to do it quickly because in the other game it just cut through the beginning cutscene. It started it automatically. These little creatures, red whispers, these little creatures' thoughts can sometimes provide useful clues about your surroundings and current mission. Okay. Tutorials. You can watch tutorials as many times as you like. They are listed in the tutorial section of the pause menu. Alright. Let's go.
My name is Billy Lurk, though there aren't many people who remember. For years, I stayed hidden. Captain of a ship called the Dreadful Whale. I was a smuggler, fence, and maybe traitor, depending on who you ask. Our names are always overshadowed by the words whispered after them. If you hide from the world long enough, eventually nobody remembers you. Then you're alone, living with your choices. But I could never forget the man who pulled me up from nothing. Dowd, the Knife of Dunwall. A name called out by the desperate or the dying. The assassin who ended one empress and saved another. Shame burns inside you for a long time. When I betrayed Dowd, he let me live. I left Dunwall and my own name behind. For years, I wondered if I was worth forgiving. For years, I laughed at myself for even wanting a killer's forgiveness. Sometimes mercy cuts deeper than any knife. Now I know that forgiving is something you do for yourself as much as for the people who hurt you. I know Dowd is in Karnaca, and I'm going to find him. Every night for weeks, the same terrifying dream. A street fight, my arm dead and lying in the gutter, my eye gouged out by a Grand Guard sword. But when I wake up, they still hurt for hours. Gives me the creeps. This always brought me a little comfort. You stole this for me, didn't you, Deirdre? Now it's all I have left of you. Another relic from the old days. Still holds an edge, at least. That boxing club in the Albarca Baths is my last lead. Dowd has to be there.
Okay, maybe I'm a bit slow of perception, understanding, but I'm not really sure if Dowd now is her friend or her enemy. At any time you can review your list of contracts from your journal. Press blah blah, or that's back, to open the journal and go to contracts. You can activate the markets on targets, and some additional hints are provided in the description. If you succeed a contract, you will be rewarded with a good amount of coin and sometimes by a bone charm. Okay. What I wanted to say is, yeah, because the guy, I'm not sure whether he is that good, because I read somewhere in the cutscene that he killed the Jasmine, the Empress, the mother of Emily. Reward completion. Wow, that's like in writing in mirror form. Reward offered. Sokolov establishes studio in Tuvia. Empress Emily Coldwind moves to heal fractured empire. Okay, so that's actually a bit of a spoiler. Yeah, not really a spoiler. But apparently, so Emily survives the events of Dishonored 2. Which I also expected, of course. and that's also assuming this DLC takes place after the main game, which I also assume. Okay, you have again Tuvia, Morley, Crystal with Dunwall as the capital, and Serkonos. By the way, Corval, he's from Karnaca, should you be curious about his origins. What I also do for completion's sake, I showed you the options. One thing I didn't show you, and that's yeah, you as the viewer, it's nothing of use to you, but still for completion's sake, I will show you the control scheme. I forgot to show that. So we have left button quick access wheel, right button block and choke. Then we have left trigger use power or weapon, right trigger is use sword. We have the Y for lean, the B for stealth mode, the X to use or sheath your weapon, and the A for jump. Right stick is the camera and the spyglass, which is your binoculars. The D-pad are the shortcuts. Left stick is move and sprint. The back button is the journal, and the start button is the pulse menu. And the other ones are, I think, for left-handed, and some have some really weird control swaps that I don't really see the added value in, but that may differ, that may be subjective. So that is just that you know what the options are, the control mechanics. I have the feeling we are on a boat. I don't think they have planes. In the steampunk realm that is, what's the net? Crystal. If we are at Crystal, I have no idea. Let's check if we have some the mission. Reach the Albarca baths. Optional, review the contracts. You're on the lookout for your old mentor. Yeah, so he is a friend. But then, is he the guy that killed the Empress? That would be weird. Dodd, whom you have not seen in 15 years. Rumors speak of a clandestine boxing club that uses black magic and bone charms at the Albarca Pass. Could he be there? Leave the dreadful whale and set off to find your old mentor. Review the board. Look at the mission board for clues regarding Dodd's whereabouts. Optional, read the contracts on your desk to find out about available mercenary work. Ah, okay, that were contracts. Read the contracts on your desk. Okay. Contracts, no contracts. Bone charms. I have no idea what they do or what their strengths are, because I wasn't that far yet in the main game. No findings, no audiographs, no lore, no maps. Travelogue, one last fight. Forgiven. I wouldn't have blamed Emily for killing me then and there. Bring down an empress and everything gets thrown into chaos. A lot of people got hurt, but it was worse than that, wasn't it? I helped kill her mother. That's 2 times I was spared, but at least with big bring down an empress. Okay, but at least I got to put it right. Is this how Dodd feels? My dreams are getting worse too, stronger. Sometimes I stare at my right arm like it shouldn't be there, and my head hurts like I'm blinded by blood. I started to write it all down, just to keep a handle on it. 2 weeks until I'm back in Karnaca, the longest 2 weeks of my life. If I even make it, the engine is rattling bad. My old self again. It felt good to say the name, even better to hear it. And now it's on every corner of Karnaca. Wanted, Billy Lurk. I've been sending out messages to my contacts in the city, following up sightings and rumors, but nothing yet. I even listen to the Reds. Sometimes they know things others don't, and their voices remind me so much of Deirdre. I found the old man's wanted poster in a trunk. Now I'm looking for Dodd, just like all of Dunwall was years ago. Hope I have more luck than they did. A long shot. One last lead, as an underground boxing club of all places. Dodd could be fighting there, maybe another dead end, but I have to be sure. I tried to pump out the engine room, but no use. My ship's dead in the water. Megan Foster would have been furious. But I'm not. I've got other things to care about now. Okay, this is good that I checked that, because I wasn't aware that these are actually contracts. This is what I just read. So that was that. Yeah, that book, I guess. What's it called? It's the travel log. Reward. Contracts. Burn the White Hound and industrial espionage. You will receive your stipend at the end of the mission. An eyeless hag stole my poor Milky. He's white as whalebone but riddled with disease. It breaks my old heart to ask this of you, but if you find my Milky, please put him out of his misery and burn his remains. Save him from those cursed eyeless, and save Karnaca from another plague. Okay, an eyeless. That sounds ominous. Industrial espionage. Those thugs at the Albarca make potions and bone charm upstairs. Their liquor is vile, but it sells for good coin and we're losing punters to them by the day. Bring us the red liquor recipe before our brewery goes out of business, and make sure to destroy their stock while you're at it. Okay, so we have one mission in the Albarca and the other one is somewhere in Karnaca. And I
Burglary,
think
spying, picking pockets. Dowd taught me more than just killing. It can keep me afloat. For now.
I think Karnaca is the... Yeah, that is the coastal city of Serkonos. Ah, that is actually indeed the... Oh, that's nice to know. That's the place where... Bolko, what's the main protagonist? I forgot his name, that's bad. Well, Corvo. That's where Corvo is from originally. When he was about 18 or something, he went to Dunwall. Just checking out a bit the mechanics. It's all, all still pretty new for me. Because I played like the original Dishonored, but that was super long ago. Okay, so we have to go smack down in the center of town. And I only played Dishonored 2 for, today, a couple of hours. Eyeless remain eyesore for our city. Merciless black magic brute and other champions of the black magic fighters boxing brawl nightly at the Albarca baths. Ah, you can do them. Notes about Albarca baths. Went to see old Match again. Traded some old whalebone and a bit of hair, not mine, for information. She's making charms for the eyeless now. Good clients, pay regular. Left before Match tried to pick my pocket. Some witches from the Royal Conservatory joined the eyeless. Powerless now. None from the Brickmore days who would remember me, at least. No reason to think they'll look twice if I go in like anyone else. Are these people just messing around, or is there something I'm not seeing? Think I lost my pocket knife. Match? Curse that old woman. Can't know if Dot's at the Albarca bath until I go check it out for myself. Last lead I got. Okay. Join the island power that I none of the who would remember me. None from the Brightmore days who would remember me. Okay. Eyeless remain eyesore for our city. 2 raids by the Grand Guard occurred last night, resulting in few arrests as investigations continue into the activities of the gang known as the Eyeless. Both raids were conducted on derelict warehouses in the Campo Sita dockyards. Several shipments of whalebone were found at both scenes, along with many carved talismans familiar on sailing ships. These trinkets, marked with strange insignias, were collected along with various unidentified powders, noxious plants, and vials of unknown liquid. Though these items add credence to rumors of black magic being practiced by the Eyeless, the Grand Guard has not called for overseer support. Roving Vice Overseer Cardosa of the Abbey of the Everyman, when reached for comment, stressed the spiritual dangers of card bone charms, and if found, to bring them directly to your nearest overseer outpost for inspection and disposal. He gave no further remarks on the Grand Guard's ongoing investigation. Okay, the Eyeless is a gang.
That club is run by a gang that call themselves the Eyeless. They claim to fight using black magic. If that's true, then Dowd might be involved. I've been searching for months. I know you're here, Dowd. Somewhere.
Clement Landing, Hotwater, Batista Mining District. I'm just checking out some of the districts. Jindal's Mansion, Aventa Station, Aventa Quarter. Because if you don't have a map or objective marker, we really have to pay more attention to road signs and names on maps and stuff. So that's what I'm doing now. Wanted for the reprehensible murder of beloved Empress Jessamine Coldwin. Yeah, this is what I meant. Dodd, enemy of the Empire of the Isle. Reward 30,000 coins for capture or death. The offenses of this man and his gang of lackeys known as the Whalers are high crimes under the Imperial law. This assassin wields deadly arcane weapons and endangers all our citizens. Report all suspicions to the City Watch. Reward to be paid by reigning Empress Emily Coldwin. Okay. Megan. Reply from Isabel. You must be pretty desperate if you're writing to me about this. Yeah, I saw him. He set up a meeting to buy some of those funny explosives that fell off the back of a carriage a few months ago. I waited for him, but he never showed up. Sorry I can't be of any more help. I haven't seen or heard from him since. Put me in a real bind. Isabel. Also, hey, you were kind not to mention it, but I didn't forget I still owe you that case of fig wine after what happened last time. Give me 2 more months. I swear I'll get it to you.
Karnaca is full of secrets. If I have any clues about where Dowd is, it's because he let me find them. Dowd's had the mark of the outsider in his hand for as long as I've known him. I've gone through every gang-infested slum asking after this, and no one would tell me a thing.
Okay, this is some kind of overseer mark or something. Reply from T. Billy or Megan or whatever you go by these days. I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. It was easy to pretend we didn't know each other when you were Megan. We agreed to respect both our new lives and not dredge up bad memories. So what are you doing? Yeah, I saw him 2 years ago here in Karnaca. He even asked after you. I said I hadn't seen you since that night in the flooded district. I'm sure you know why I lied. He never stopped killing, you know. He's got the same old grudges. I just hope you're not one of them. Dearest Megan, reply from Kitterick. What an intriguing message. Who's this then? An old lover? Forgive me, but he doesn't really seem your type. But if you must, I heard a rumor a few months ago from some gentleman that a man looking like that had been spied with those bizarre eyelids. I filed that piece of gossip away just in case it was important. Lucky you. I heard a rumor a few months ago from some gentleman that a man looking like that had been spied with those bizarre eyelids. Okay, I don't really get that sentence, but I guess he was spying on the eyelids. Had been spied with. When are you coming back here? Make it soon. We miss you. We have some of that tobacco you like stored away just in case you visit. Loving you always, Evie Kittrick. Okay, get a bit of the context in our system. The game does look nice. It's good lighting. Too bad there is no dynamic objects, or the bucket didn't fall over, but yeah, you can't have everything. I wonder whether it looks realistic or whether it's flowing a bit too quickly, the little waves. From there it looks really realistic. And also the whiteness, the foam, or it looks cool.
This station hasn't been used for years. Hiding the dreadful whale wasn't easy, but it's safe so far.
Karnaca needs workers. Okay. Come to the edge of the world and experience the place of legends. Okay, we have arrived over there. This is what I meant also in the other game. Like the steampunk environment is really like ambiguous in the sense that it sometimes looks like this old classical English upper class interiors, but also mixed up with like pretty modern machinery in between. Like for instance this windmill. Yeah, that's really funny, of that steampunk vibe, like sci-fi mixed up with classical elements. This looks really cool. Karnaca, the edge of the world. Also those cables and the rust. There's a pretty good attention to detail. And for instance, those little cables there, they didn't need to do it like that. They could have just as well fixed the big iron bar to the housing. But those little details is really what makes a game. What my grandma used to say, lots of crumbs also make a cookie. The details can be just as important as the overall whole. Dreadful whale. If not, maybe even sometimes more important. Let's see if... yeah, we can get up here. But whether this really helps us out, I doubt. Still, it's cool. Let's get ashore. Man, it looks cool. Dangerous current, no swimming beyond this point. I did not intend to, but I could try it. Wait, I'm saving the game. Let's see if we can swim. We can. Cool. But we're not supposed to. By the way, in the other game you had like the B and the A button were supposed to let you rise or dive. But it doesn't seem to work in this game. Just yeah, messing around a bit, sorry. It's always good to have like a thorough start.
What can you tell me today, my little gutter friend?
Rat whispers. Press X to hear the thoughts of the rats. These little creatures whisper to one another, exchanging information about what is going on in the streets and basements from their point of view. Their mutterings are often cryptic, but sometimes they can give useful clues. Cool. But I'm pressing X.
The friend listens. The friend hears us. One of us. One of us. An ugly and big, still friend. She fed us in new times, taught us beads and arms. Love voices came, metal flashed, more blood, flies on the floor. Our first feast, we let her up.
Pretty cryptic indeed.
Burns us, fire from inside, scent of heat and death, dangerous food. In the water, hagfish bite us. Careful, careful. Watch for fins, watch for black biting mouths. Follow the scent, climb ropes, up, hide inside dark boat belly. Wood rocks, water flows, salt taste on fur, new homes grass. Fleece no places never comes, flee low places. Drip, fills up street, makes us climb up to new danger. Garbage, garbage, garbage.
Okay, that were their tips, and yeah, it didn't really help me any further. I understood like zero of that, or yeah, as regards of any useful information. By the way, I also have no idea if this protagonist we're now playing, this woman, if she also makes an appearance in the main game, or no, I don't want to get inside already. Stay at Dreadful Way, because maybe there's something here. Wait. Anyway, I have no idea what her context is, or yeah, a bit, of course. She was involved with nefarious things 15 years ago and still is. But whether she is already a known character, I'm not really into the lore yet of Dishonored. So yeah, excuse me if I make ignorant observations. Here we go. When thrown, hook mines will catch enemies in their range and pull them towards the mine. Okay, the voltaic gun ammunition. If I don't say anything, then we already read that one. Low-ranking members of the cult of the outsider. They are easily identified thanks to their distinctive tattoos. I even don't really know what the outsider is versus the overseer and stuff, so I really have to get into it. Hyperbaric grenades create a shockwave that throws enemies to the ground. You can toggle the hook mine grab force to make it lethal or not. Cool. You can watch tutorials as many times as you like. They are listed in the tutorial sections of the pulse menu. You can detach a target or object from the hook mine with a single strike.
Alright. The old Albarca baths shouldn't be far.
Cabaret Paperworks. Pear soda. Pear, that's a cool word. Made from the whole fruit.
It's not quite the old life, but it feels good. I wonder if Dowd has seen these.
Some obstacles that block your path are breakable. Use your sword to destroy them. Cuyero cigars, they were also in the main game. Good from start to finish. Carcofini. We are proud to use Carcofini toothpaste, the only genuine toothpaste made in Karnaka for over 20 years. Buy a small pot and try it yourself. All chemists agree, it's the best. Seaweed alcohol teeth rejuvenator. Fermented clove leaf. Dirt. Okay. There are quite some active commercial agencies in Dunwall and Arcana. Wanted for burglary, smuggling, injurious assault and other high crimes. Billy Lurk. Yeah, but she's not called Billy now anymore, right? Margaret or Migret. Assist the Grand Circonan Guard in apprehending the recidivist criminal Billy Lurk. Generous reward and positions promised for information leading to her swift arrest or death. Report all suspicious characters to the nearest Grand Guard checkpoint. Do not attempt to apprehend unassisted. Test your mettle in a challenge brawl. Champion challenge. Match Wits and Fists with the merciless black magic brute and other champions of the pit. Prize 1, Bone Charm of powerful effect. Boxing Brawl. Match Wits and Fists with the merciless black magic brute and other champions of the pit. Come early to train before the brawl. Cold ale and strong spirit served ringside. Register all occult artifacts with management before fighting. Blue power best quality guaranteed. Dunwell made James & Co. 2 tribals high concentration whatever. Trust Michaels with your treasures. Trustworthy, secure private vaults for elite patrons. Michael Bank is Karnaka's premier valuables depository. Our banks feature the latest safeguards, wired alarms, electrified floors and alert sentinels. Elite patrons may reserve security boxes within our private vault by arrangement with the director. Reservations are limited. Okay, trust Michaels with your treasures. I guess that will be one of our object locations. Private concert sold out. Release the golden locks, Doriana, among the oxrush blooms. And among the oxrush blooms. Among others are available for purchase on audiograph punch cards at select music emporiums. Shan Yun. Enjoy the most celebrated areas of the boreal songbird in the comfort of your home. That sounds amazing. The eyeless are watching. Press A near ledges to climb. Entry forbidden. Whoa, what's that? See you in the void, suckers! Fidelia's journal. I tried the old incantations over the teeth and strings like before, but it didn't work. It always used to work. Is the magic really gone? I heard about a gang from one of my sisters. She said they do things like what we had together. I don't know where else to go. 27th Earth. The eyeless might be content with scratched up bones and red liquor, but I'm not. I tasted the dark waters of the void with my sisters. I know what it feels like to turn the things you hate to ash, and watch bright flowers bloom from the cinders. These people don't know real magic. 7th of Nets. I think I found a way. If I can snatch one of the stray hounds off the street and steal some carved whalebone, I might be able to get back a glimmer of my power. I know what words to speak over it. I just hope the outsider listens. 10th of Nets. I used to raise dead hounds from the earth to stalk shadows and tear my enemies to pieces. And now I watch the life run out of this wretched creature. Its heart shuddered and stopped and I felt nothing. Just pity. It's gone. Okay. Oh, I also like these kinds of attention to detail. In the main game, you also have like ants walking the streets and stuff. Again, lots of crumbs. Also make a cookie. Ah, there we have our friends.
This is a long, dark reefs, drink dark blood, whose screaming kin haunts us. This night is fast. We smell them from here, sour with fear. They carry scratched bones, carved wood, blood, and soft feather. No use. Death still finds them. Try to hit us, try to burn us out, swarm up, crawl up legs, bite at soft flesh, bite at eye and hand and heart. Through fire as to keep us away, but burn yourself. All alight, tough flesh, tough burning flesh. Flee small places when the water comes, flee low places and drip. Drip fills up street, makes us climb up to new danger. Low tasted, sharp tasted, bitter, scent of deep bottle road on the street. None of the with food.
Okay, still I didn't really get anything out of that. Ivan Jacobi, Administrator, Division of Bridges, Roads and Cemeteries. Tonight, speaking for the silent. Regraving disrespects the deceased and shames the living. We know not the needs of the dead. We know not the needs of the dead. Learn about Administrator Jacobi's campaign to repeal the Reappropriation of Abandoned Burials and Gravesites Act at a public gathering in Kolibrum Plaza, Upper Sierra District, Karnaka. Okay, how shall I call it? Karnaka or Karnaka? Let's go. Okay, press B to toggle stealth mode, crouching down and moving silently. To remain unnoticed, avoid making noise and stay out of your enemy's line of sight. You see what the default crosshair looks like? It's way too big. When undetected. You can also choke them until they're unconscious by holding RB. That is going to be my approach as a stealth player. And also a relatively unaggressive dude. Unaggressive dude, not relatively. Disrespect conversation, engage in some activities. Attack you, they will escalate through successive states of suspicion. Awareness icons will pass through different states. Awareness icons will pass through different states. Investigate. Detect. Ground investigate. You can attract an enemy's attention by using distractions, giving you improvised ways to sneak past. By holding Y and moving L, you can lean around corners or peek over cover. Leaning allows you to look ahead without being seen by enemies, but not on the very hard difficulty, then they will see you. Maybe not as much as generally just standing there, but they will notice you. Pretty cool this. The interactivity of the environment. Me like. Ah, there's that dude. I could get him from there, but let's wait till he goes back to his little poster. To my poster. Okay, this was a waste of time, sorry. But if I go now, probably he will start moving when I'm halfway, and he will notice me. So first, by the way, let's do a quick save. Come on, dude, move your ass. Okay, I've had it. Sneak up to unaware enemies, stealth mode, press RT to assassinate them, or S and hold RB. Yeah, this is exactly what I meant. So, good thing we saved. Come on, dude. Finish your round. Man. Holy smack, he really has good size. Holy smack. Oh, we had some tutorial thingy. Defense blocking. Hold RB to block with your sword. Press RB just as an enemy makes his sword attack to knock them off balance and open them up to the counter attack. Lean we had. Press B to toggle stealth mode. Red Whispers contracts. Okay. Let's stay out of sight a bit more. And go look at my beautiful picture, you dirty old man. She's pretty strong. carrying a bulky guy like that with ease. Billy or Margaret or whatever your name is. Oops. Go lie there. And this is also pretty cool. Everything is moving around a bit. Not like obtrusiousness. Obtrusious. But just like really subtle. Which is actually more... how do you say it? More realistic. Miners family commit morally night, but TV and association for the Gleaners Fest, Leeson, Dockyard Social, Eights Night, or until 31st, Batista Ring Dances for Lana Gathering. Whatever. I'm just getting a bit of a grip on the environment. Establishing Karnaka paperwork. Soft and durable ink will not smudge. The original makers of Sarkonan scented confetti made with pride from Sarkonan wood pulp. Okay. That's the dance calendar. This is the pear padilla sola made from the whole fruit. Cabaret paperworks. You got that one already. I was pretty sure. Oh yeah, there. You would imagine a guard being there. So let's take the left side. Or isn't there anyone at all? I cannot turn it off, unfortunately. Okay, there we can go, and let's check it out
Could be
here.
a gimmick, but if they really do use magic, then I need to check it out.
We can go here, or we can go here. It's all the same. It ends up in the same anyway. Let's go here. Oh. Quick access wheel. Press and hold LB to open a quick access wheel. Select the weapon, gadget or power you want in your left hand, then release left button to equip it. To assign hotkeys, select an item in the quick access wheel and press the desired direction on the D-pad. Your SNG health elixir count is displayed in the top left corner. These can also be consumed by pressing B. Okay. Oh, wrong button again. Super funny. I'm saving the game and also saving the recording. 1 sec. We are back. Combat. Press RT to attack with your sword. Press left trigger to use your left hand gadget or power. You can press and hold X to sheath your weapons. Fatality! Hold RT to focus your attack. Ah, this is a good tip. I didn't know that. Some special attacks can take in one hit, like the drop down attack and the slide attack. It's pretty gory. To make the fight against a group of enemies easier, separate them to face them one by one. Holy smack. Drop down into an enemy from above to avoid taking damage from a fall. Press RT just before landing to perform drop assassination, or press RB to perform a non-lethal takedown that will leave the enemy unconscious. Okay, but I also would like to... One thing, there was a tip in the combat tutorial that I didn't really get. Press RT to push a guy away from you while you were holding them, because all these attacks I will probably not use them that much, but maybe I will when it really the shit hits the fan and they are really super gruesome, ruthless killers. I will have no problems at all killing them, but initially I will try to do it non-lethally. And then there was one move here that I missed, but that can be quite useful. This one I knew. You can just grab them and choke them. Before chokes complete, release. Ah, goddamn, then I missed it again. Sorry. That was the one. Sorry. It was when you have a choke and then you can move them around, but you can also throw them into a direction. Fatality! Alright, got you there. Before a choke is complete, release RB to move your enemy around or throw him by pressing RT. Okay, that is a good tip. And then you can knock him out afterwards. Because I must say sometimes choking takes a bit long, so being able to just throw them away with the right trigger, that is good to know. But I thought that the right trigger always was like your lethal weapon, so I assumed you would then just, for instance, slit their throats, but apparently you throw them away. Alright.
Don't believe all that hocus pocus crap. A gang's a gang.
Ah, that's cool. We can immediately put it into action.
If you say so. But let's still wait for the reinforcements.
Let's try that choking dude. And then we hit him. Block. Tutorial defense blocking. Hold RB to block with short blocking. Just as press RB just as an enemy makes a sword attack to knock them off balance and open them up to a counter attack. Hold RB to block with your sword. Okay, fine. But that's throwing and then hitting them unconscious. That is pretty handy. And a gun is also handy. Press LT to fire the voltaic gun with the selected ammunition. Uses electromagnetic acceleration to fire both lethal and non-lethal ammo. Ah, also non-lethal. Projectiles create noise on impact, but the blast of the voltaic gun itself is muffled. You can upgrade the voltaic gun to perform charge shots. Hold left trigger to charge and release to fire for greater damage and varying effects based on ammunition type. Coolio. Northern Campo Sita district. You are here. Carriot station is over there. The Albarca baths are over there. Okay. And I guess we head into that direction. Carriot stations. Can I also take it with me, this map? Because we had a section maps. Mission clues. The Grand Guard is aware of illegal activity at the Albarca bath. Guards are waiting for reinforcements to begin an investigation of the premises. Alright, that's unfortunate. But this is what I mean. Maps. Reply from Kitterick. We already read this one. Reply from T. Reply from Isabel. Isles remain eyesore. Notes about Albarca but audiographs none. Lore. Fidelia's journal. Maps. Yeah, we indeed took the map. That's good. And we have 9 maps to go. Mission orders from Captain Legiano. Lieutenant, I've received reports of illegal activity in the old Albarca baths and I suspect the Eyeless gang is involved. This could be our chance to finally strike a blow against those degenerate rat eaters. I want you to scout the area with your squad and gather as much information as you can before then, but don't take any risks. The dockyard districts will send reinforcements for a raid momentarily. Captain Legiano. Okay, I'm still not sure. I think to recall something that the eyeless are the low-level the thugs of the no, not the overseer, but the other guy. I remember of some other guy, but and that is then probably an enemy of the Empress, because these guards I think are under orders of the Empress Emily. So you have the overseer, and what the hell is the other guy? I will come up with it. Or shall I look it up? 1 second. That will be here. And then remain eyeless. 2 raids by the both raids second on by the whichever though these items add credence to rumors of black magic being practiced by the Eyeless, the Grand Guard has not called for overseer support. Welcome Vice Overseer Cardosa. Get no further on the okay. It doesn't say with whom the overseer are, but wait to see it somewhere. Nope. Reply. Oh, Megan was her name. Billy or Megan. Click too much. I'm just looking because I did read it somewhere. So here we stop killing. Okay. Nope. No, we just read that one. God damn it. Fidelius, is it here? The eyeless might... Oh yeah, the outsider. I think. I have to get back a glimmer. I know what words to speak over. That is help the outsider. So you have the overseer and the outsider, and actually, so I think the eyeless are on the outsider team. And that is actually also the main target of this DLC, I guess. It's called The Death of the Outsider, if I recall correctly. Yeah, and who the outsider actually exactly is, I don't know. And also where I read that the eyeless are under him, I also don't know. It was not in those documents, but I did seem to know that it was mentioned somewhere. Pretty nice graphics with the flora going on here. Nice flower. A bit of water. What do you want more? A quick save. That's what we want more.
Sick madness in minds, death in their minds. On these pleasant streets and sewers, all fearless. Bite, 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 bite. Looking blood, demons, rumors, tastes of terror, of cheers, treason. She cut off breast high in her bellies.
I'm just replenishing my tea, sorry. That's why this is a good moment to listen to the rats.
Delicious food, soft, good flesh, blood like trust, blood like betrayal. She never knew. He sings along the dark, weeps, drink dark blood, screaming tin, hunts us. His night is fast.
I've heard a few things about the Eyeless. Some of it strange. None of it good.
Characters in neutral areas won't attack you as long as you are not aggressive towards them. Okay. I'm not sure how to recognize a neutral area, but whatever. This looks like a neutral area. People chilling out. Yeah, it looks nice. It looks so much, yeah, realistic than the first game. Or
Coming tonight? Missed that.
Karnaka has seen better days, I would say.
That.
Let's see how far we can throw a bottle.
Could it possibly have been?
Food ticket program. Okay, that doesn't sound too prosperous. Play your way. Detection isn't the end. Even after you are spotted by enemies, various options are available to you. Kill all the enemies in combat, defeat the enemies non-lethally, escape and stay out of sight until the enemies give up searching for you. Use powers, gadgets and trickery to creatively overcome the situation. Whoa. Really cool how they indeed implemented major tweakage possibilities. Hello.
South in the new bone
not
shaft
much to
tonight
see right
says
now.
it stirs up your vitals. Gets the juices flowing through your veins, keeps your head clear for the fight. You reckon I should get one?
No. Don't waste coin on Duff's whalebone gewgaws. They don't do squat. Want your vitals stirred? Get some scarlet nightshade ointment. Rub it on your chest before the match. You'll see.
Scarlet nightshade? I tried black nightshade elixir once. Supposed to put strength in your swing. Rubbed it on and lost all feeling from the neck down for a fortnight. Numb as a dead cod. Couldn't walk, couldn't stand, couldn't piss without Gretchen's help. Nah. I'll stick to Duffy's bone charms.
Well, do what your gut says. But trust me, when you're getting carved up like a screaming piglet in the ring, you'll wish you'd tried my ointment.
A bit of ointment never hurt anyone, I would say. One ointment a day keeps the doctor away. Let's see, we can't climb it. But we can open the door.
I'm trying to get away from Karnaka now. But where are you gonna go? Just look. If it's dirty, that my last coin is gonna be right.
I broke my back in the silver mines, but he can still spout graffiti. Okay, how can we get into that room? I think we need to pickpocket a key from somebody in the street.
A full day's work. Ah, that's a laugh. How would she know what a full day's work looks like?
Yeah, indeed. Or do we go via the cellar?
Oh, that's a relief. Don't
Through
know what I
the-
did to deserve that.
Through the sewage.
Ruins the neighborhood, that's what it does. The body don't feel safe anymore.
I don't see any key stuck to any belt. Warning. Blood fly infestation. Blood flies. It reminds me of Fallout 4. With also blood bugs or whatever you have. They are really annoying. Dance calendar. Yeah, we already saw it. The Grand Sarkonan Guard. Your friends in time of need. Proudly serving the Duke. Food ticket program Karnaka cancelled. Lord Lucabil, Duke of Sarkums, has generously instituted a new program intended to aid both workers and merchants alike, effective immediately. Each citizen will be granted one food ticket booklet per month, good towards produce, meat or bakery items. Tickets can be redeemed for a half value at approved alcohol or tobacco shops. Duke Abel is proud to assure Karnaka's business leaders that his program does not involve the creation of new taxes but is entirely the result of efficiency improvements in mining operations. Special notes to vendors, merchants and shopkeepers: you must apply for a participation permit. Processing usually takes between 2 and 3 months. Okay, that sounds like pretty true to life. Inefficient bureaucracy for a simple addition to a program, 3 months. Okay, what to do, where to go? We can go in that house. We can steal a key, but I'm not sure where it is. This is some kind of weird fish. Or that's actually like a fish
Tonight, I'm
that
gonna trade in some wages for a bottle of whiskey.
by which that Australian guy who made nature programs, who was always like testing out animals, like how far he could, how close he could get to them, and how much he could annoy them. At the end, he was killed by one of those types of fishes while filming.
You bet.
A stingray. He got stung by a stingray. And if you look at his series, it was actually a bit to be expected because he really took a lot of risks, and he also pretty much annoyed wild animals, I guess. And why Shindari Mining Company? Why would you annoy wild animals? You can ask yourself. Oh damn! That guy is still alive.
Cigars tomorrow. Want to buy one?
Two of them. Good moment to save. Do they attack? Hello. Yes, they attack. Tutorials. When an enemy is off balance, you can perform a fatality by a right trigger or grab them by pressing right button. Hold R8 to choke your victim unconscious or press RB to throw them forward. Oh, okay. That was advanced combat. Oh. Stupid me. Oh, here I rolled of the outsider, eyeless. They are easily identified thanks to their distinctive tattoos. Okay, do you think these dogs will smell you if you sneak past them? They do not. The SNG health elixir replenishes health. It can be consumed from the quick access wheel or by using the shortcut that appears when your health is low. I wonder if it appears when you have everything set to off, but... So, don't waste any candles if nobody's at home.
Beings like us are into his nest, sleeping safe under the 13th stone. Right before I piss, man came, hush, hush. Silver knives, bindings, trapped. His nest lies empty now.
I think that is actually the way toward our objective. So first let's check if we can get some goodies from the house. And I must say, I agree with all the thing I've read in reviews and stuff. Just like Dishonored 1, maybe even more so. The level design is outstanding. Very, yeah, it has a feeling of a bit of freedom indeed.
I think something moved.
Cigars tomorrow. One?
I think it was an onion or whatever.
What missed that?
Also those little butterflies and stuff. All helps to create a good atmosphere. Okay, we can get in from the back, I guess. That's, I think, something that can be opened.
Do I? At least I have a job, which is more than he can say.
This is where we came from, so no use going there. I don't see any key, but there must surely be a way to enter that house, I would think. Peoples of the good life. Cockroaches of the good life. What was this? Albarca Bus. Oh, these are the beds. This is our objective. But before going into the beds, I would like to enter the house.
Maybe I should have it looked at. I don't think it's supposed to fester like that.
Cannot do anything there. Nothing here. Is there a key here maybe? No. We are pretty stuck. Reach the Albarca. Reach the Albarca. Hello. He's not very talkative. Maybe he is.
Did you see any guards outside? They've been after us for a while.
Hark, under she goes, and look sharp, pull up alongside.
Who is singing?
Sharp, we're in for a ride.
That's a bit annoying with headphones. The sound direction is a little bit less than like a 5.1 system. Sometimes I have no idea where it's coming from.
That lavender tincture. It's good in spells and all that, but she might want to rinse that foul mouth of hers.
Something fishy happening in there. Strange people coming and going in all hours.
Attention, Facility Management and Addermeyer Institute have initiated a voluntary recall on Addermeyer solution due to a potential adverse side effect. Citizens are urged not to consume the recalled product. If you have used Addermeyer solution in large quantities and have experienced headaches, nausea, rapid changes in mood or periods of memory loss, you are encouraged to contact the Addermeyer Institute to arrange an appointment with Dr. Hypatia, free of charge. That's generous. Okay, I think it's time for a boxing match. Here, this all looks really nice in the sense of relief, or how do you say it? It's not a flat
Step back now.
texture, but it's the normal maps, or how do you call it? They are really cool. Like the surfaces has really a bit of the depth. Holy shit, we have all kinds of bodies here. And a new map. Entrance. Private bus. The Albarca. Locker room. Okay, so it's pretty big. All changes should be approved by architect. It's a pretty big premises.
Dark way, hidden high in the walls. Past water drip was soft with rot. Secret rooms high up. Mouths hungry there. They feast on men.
Okay, this is a good tip. There are secret rooms upstairs after some water thing.
Teeth crunching bones eat us whole.
Go away. I need to prepare for my fight.
Okay. God damn it.
It's locked. That area's private, get it? But I can let you in for, say, 100 coin.
Okay.
How many days till the next red moon?
Let me in.
It was 6? 3?
Can I just steal your key? Pay 000 coin. I will pay 000.
Is this a joke? You couldn't buy a drowned rat with this.
Okay, then not. no idea what I just picked up.
Outsider's eyes. Dowd. They're making him fight? I have to get him out of there.
You don't look so tough. Look at you! Trapped like a hound in the pits. Hoping your masters will throw you a bone charm. Hey!
Holy shit, he looks pretty pale. Poor guy. We can rescue him, I guess. But I'm not sure whether he's the good guy or the bad guy. I assume a good guy. Do not touch. I don't know how the thing works, but it keeps the brute under control and in the pit. Have your fun, but watch out. When I've got my money's worth, our leaders will want to eyeball him. We were lucky to find such a vicious cure for their studies. You've seen him fight. If he gets out, he'll kill us all. So don't turn off the machine. Janet Lee.
This thing must be keeping Dowd's powers suppressed. If I turned it off, nothing could stop him.
Ah, that is Dowd. Also referred to as a brute.
When you get in there, up your agility right off and swing a hard left jab. Works like a charm.
Looking for keys, but I find none of them. I wanted to use my fists, but that's not possible. Championship challenge. Test your metal in the challenge brawl. Our champions take all corners. Reward for winners. Rules. All artifacts and bone charms must be disclosed.
I'm scared. You're there. See? I said it. I'm scared.
Just jealous. If I want to dance, then I can twirl around all I want. Just
No
try
for
to
feet
stop.
until first blood. Last brawler standing upright wins. Prize 1 bone charm of powerful effect. The black magic brute. That's our friend, I guess. Jenny the Reaper. Stout William the Cutter. Okay, our friend Dot. He has like
Hope that was nothing.
by far the most wins.
This place really pulls in coin.
Why don't you roll in sardine paste and swim through hagfish waters instead?
Product of Seconus, label of
Think I
authenticity.
can't take him? I can hold my own in the ring. I knifed bigger blighters than him when I was a Bottle Street runner. And for less coin than I'll make when I win this match.
You won't win. The brute cheats the eye with his speed.
Oh.
His moves are a blur.
God damn it.
It's unnatural. Trust me, you won't land a blow.
Nobody's that fast.
Nice knowing you, my friend.
All products locally prepared with the best commodities from our beautiful island nation, be it zircon and amberwood, Shindari silver, true blood amber, or the freshest fish from Karnika Bay. If you purchase bears this label, you can be confident it is of the finest quality and verified origin. If you purchase bears this label, okay, sorry, I thought if you purchase bears. Distilled bull red liquor. Brave the sensation. Ah, okay, that was our side quest. We need to steal the recipe. Jeanette Lee runs the boxing club at the Albarca Baths. She keeps a key to the suppression device on her person at all times. Okay, Janet Lee. Bribe the eyeless. There is a locked door to the restricted area of the Albarca Baths, not far from the entrance. An eyeless has offered to open it for the small fee of 100 coin. Yeah, I have 0 coin, I guess. A hole in the ceiling. You overheard the rats talking about an unconventional route to the second floor at the Albarca Baths, directly above the locker room. Ah, cool. Guard reinforcements. The current guard is aware of illegal activity and they are waiting to investigate. Okay.
I'm the first one to admit when I'm scared. And there, I said it. I'm scared. Something's up.
Sure.
So many people trying to get away from Karnaka now. But where are you gonna go?
Blade
Here's one of
Spirit.
them.
Oh, hello.
Even if it's dirty. Alright.
Always wanted to step into a ring. Seen a lot of UFC fights recently. And okay, this is not an octagon, but
Dowd's never lost a fight.
the black magic brute. Okay, there's a hole in the ceiling above the locker room. Or above the locker room or above the locker. Burn the white hound. Riddled with disease. It breaks me out. Do you think that was the hound that was lying on the table earlier? I don't think so. That wasn't that white. But on the other hand, it was stolen by a woman, and so it could be an eyeless hack. I will check that. Then I have to burn the dog. Upstairs, that is where the liquor is made, and where we have to get like the red liquor recipe. And what? Oh yeah, was it above the locker or above the? Where do we find that? Yeah, also here maybe locker. Locker room 4. Yeah, that's all the way at the back, so I'm not sure how to get there. Or is that the second floor probably? Yeah, I think so. Or maybe not. Nope. Directly above the locker room. I've heard the Reds talking about an unconventional route to the second floor. And I'm not sure what they mean in the US by second floor. Is it like the first floor? We called this ground floor and that one the first floor. But maybe in the US this is the first floor and that one is the second floor. I'm not sure.
Much. Then I'm a filthy bloodfly, and that's all I'm gonna say about it.
Oh, but that could be that these are the locker rooms maybe. Closed.
Someone grabbing people off the street. What do they want? Hopefully just leave me alone.
Nothing there.
For a beer later?
More in some tanning box. Let your body bathe in your own personal sunlight. Wee, that sounds pretty relaxing. For luck, walk 3 times around the square with breeches reversed. Who shakes your hand will take your bad luck from you. At midnight, face south and eat a tin of hagfish while singing I Knew a Lady 3 times. Rest a teacup on your forehead whilst taking the day's first piss. If it don't fall and break, luck will come. Eat a rotten Tivian pear, but keep the core in your pocket for luck all day. If a white cat hisses at you, hop the main dog's length on one leg without falling, then spit into the sea to break the jinx. Make a wish. Wear a scarf soaked in rum around your neck for a week. If it draws no comment, drink the rest of the rum. Your wish will be granted. Holy smack, that's some superstitious bullcrap. Thank you very much. And these are the locker rooms, right? Yeah, so we can get upstairs through there. Thank you, Reds, for the tip, because let's be honest, yeah, maybe I would have seen it myself, but maybe not. If you're just looking around like this, yeah, it's hard to see, because you would think it's just a fan, that hole. Well, it actually is not. So thanks to the rats, but first let's double check whether that dog wasn't actually the side mission. Huh? Where was the dog? Ah, this is where we were just now. So, and then I thought like that is the continuation of the progression of the level. Well, it actually was where we came from. I just being retarded again. Where was that dog? I think it was before a loading screen or something. It was not here, right? It was not this far back. Or was it? Yes, it was. It was here. But he's not white at all, so this is not the dog we are looking for. But just to be sure. Just casually sprinting through Barkana or Karbaka. Man, I forget all these names. Albarka. I keep on forgetting those freaking names, people. Okay, so actually we don't have that many paths to go because this one actually just comes out where we came from, to the two sleeping dogs. We have this house where we still want entry to, but maybe there's a key in the baths. And we have the baths. So it actually is pretty overseeable. Like the overseer does. And that's... holy shit. Oh shit, somebody is getting killed. Was it here? Anyway. Yeah, this is a pretty gruesome... yeah, it's nature. It's like the food chain, but still. Poor little fishy over there. No, but actually, it's not that super non-linear game design, and which I actually like, because if it's too free, like then it should just simply be like a free roaming game like GTA, and otherwise I will be looking into each nooks and cranny left and right, back and forth. And now at least we have also a bit of a direction where we need to head to. So I don't mind that if it's not overly how do you say that? Wide as regards to possible pathways. Ta-da! Here we are. Thank you very much. Bone Charms. Bone Charms provide natural benefit traits, upgrading your powers, or even adding entirely new abilities. Corrupt and Black Bone Charms are rarer and more powerful, offering more exotic traits. But Corrupt Bone Charms are unstable and also possess negative traits. Locate bone charms by using foresight to see them through walls or buy them at a black market shop. By default, you can activate up to 5 bone charms at once in the journal. Corrupt and black locate bone charms. Okay, you already read that. Let's activate our bone chart. Bone charm. Equip. But first we would like to know what it does. Equip bone charms. No bone charm. Okay, we put in here. Healthy appetite. Food restores more health. Okay, sounds good. I take it. Hey guys, come on. Press and hold X to turn a crank wheel. Some crank wheels lock when released or when fully rotated and cannot be turned again. Okay. First get a tip.
Whales for the one who left it. Smells of fat milk, single lung beer. Right. Let's see.
Okay. Nothing here. Where do we want to go and what do we want to do? We want to steal the recipe for the red liquor. We will need to get...
What else? They're no good otherwise. She's the only one who knows how to gather black mandrake root.
We'll need the key of that lady to stop the electricity. Of Jeanette or something. What's her name? Jeanette Lee.
Dead tired, can't keep up. Supplies are running low, too. Another 20 bottles, she says. By midnight, she says, ha! I'll break your face!
Dude, what was that tutorial? Advanced combat, one arm so you can perform a fatality or choke them, press to forward. Okay, I will get that person. We'll choke him, put him to sleep.
She says. By midnight, she says. Ha! All I do anymore is brew potions for her. High and mighty Miss Lee.
Hello. Here I am. Thank you for your key. And we got rid of him. It's about time to end the video and start the next one, which I will start first thing tomorrow morning after this banana and apple or peach, I don't know what it was. Customers, don't ask for a gin sling, you don't know the proper drink. Here's the way we do it. Ask for our special homemade mulberry meat. I will immediately tomorrow continue the walkthrough and hope to also, first I have to edit gross. This is like tequila, where they have like, in tequila you have like this worm in the bottle, in some genuine Mexican tequilas, or so I've heard. I never saw it, but this is one level beyond that, with dead rats in your red liquor. Anyways, I will hope to also upload them as soon as possible, the videos, because it's of course quite a recent game, and that's nice that everybody can immediately take a taste of the gameplay. Really cool mural, or like how it's washed away. That is really the nice designer work, or how do you say it? Art designer. Yeah. Or simply artwork, artist. This one too. Really that weathered look. In older games, it all looks either it doesn't really feel like a coherent whole, and in these kinds of games nowadays, it certainly does feel like an old building with old murals and stuff.
Only at the Spectre Club. I wonder if that's a private club for eyeless members.
Where did it say only at the Spectre Club? I didn't see that. Can we open this door? No. Okay, there's not really a lot of ways here. First, let's get some beer. Ah, damn, it didn't work. So we can go there, and we also have possibility, I guess, to go there and there. What's that? Oops.
What's going on? Let me help you.
Are they coming upstairs, you think? Let's get out of the way. First take a little smoke. Thank you very much. Weird lamps, or whatever it is. Also the ceiling, those little tiles, really cool. And a bit smoke over there. Anyways, we have two more locations over there. And we are looking for the recipe, the red recipe, and that key. And we did get a key. Let's see what kind of key we got. Workshop key. Key to the drawers in the liquor workshop. Okay.
What?
Here, what's this? Authorized personnel only. Okay. Oh, that's probably the drawers. Authorized personnel only. And what's this? Restroom? No idea. We will look at that later. Also the gross windows, the dusty windows. Cool. Let's see if our key works. Yes, it does. But there's a person. So let's save our game. Oh, that I think was a double save.
Smartness, yes, cruelty, catches, screams, biting like blood, we gnaw our bones.
There are hounds somewhere here.
Let's have a look around.
I once knew a kid who said his bone charm would make bullets bounce off his skin. He shot himself in the stomach and died a day later.
Holy smack. No idea what that was. Don't know what we did right, but we crafted a mighty powerful bone charm this time. Janet says it's the reward for beating the brute, so spread the word. Let's take our new bone charm and look at the clue. A swarm of rats you crossed path with mentioned there being wolfhounds in the passageway up ahead. Okay, I already thought to hear that. Defeat the brute reward. But where? Oh, we do it over. Where do we do our bone charms? Oh, there. Agility. Increase your jump height and distance. Nice. Oh, I wanted to sheath my weapon and I actually clicked something. Excerpt from our book on sailing traditions and scrimshaw. Bone charms, a sailor's blessing, they say. The carving itself is a presence practiced from long back, passed from salty dogs to young greenhorns, still finding their sea legs. In old times, sailors cut into the tusks of ice seals and into the arm-long fangs of the bears that roamed the islets north of Tivia. Once the whaling trade began, the practitioners began engraving the bones of those great beasts, rendering charms that sing in the night and grant some small boon, increasing a lover's vigor or providing defense against pregnancy. That's actually a note that was also in the full game. I read it earlier today in the other playthrough. Okay, so we have a new bone charm, that's good. We can go there. And take a bullet and a thingy. Tutorial. Ah, we have the hook mine. Hook mines can be placed or thrown onto any surface by pressing left trigger. Once triggered, the hook mine will grab an enemy or object within range, dragging them towards the mine. Hold left trigger to toggle hook mine lethality. A non-lethal mine will stun an enemy and a lethal mine will kill him. Enemies or objects snagged by hook mines can be released by striking them with your sword or a projectile or a thrown object. Okay, I'm only not sure how to adjust the lethality. You have to keep the left trigger. You have to hold it to toggle hook mine lethality. I'm not sure whether holding it is.
I won't let her escape!
It's no use. Good riddance.
Next time.
Oh. That's not what we want. One last fight. Okay, but they are already onto me, so I have to get out of there pretty quickly. Anyways, I'm not sure. I hope that with notification on whether it's lethal or non-lethal, your hook mine.
Next time.
See you later. And they can see me upstairs, so I have to be cautious.
There's someone pulling the strings
If I
here.
see anything, I'll run. No. First I'll yell, then I'll run. You know, warn the others.
Sorry for that. A sneeze to wake up. Ah, by the way, you can probably also put out the electricity through here. But actually I still have to find that this one. And this one, and this one, and this one, and this one are a hook mine. And we already read it. That was about that. Shall we check if we can disable the electricity from here? Oops. Ah, this is actually good. I can get her if she comes in. Come on, woman. So, one down. Let's put her in the shade or in the shadows. Scars and tattoos. I actually find it a good last kill for this video. So guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. Save the game. And I've been enjoying it. It's a bit late. It's already past near midnight here. So I was a bit passive maybe. Just letting the game sink in a bit. Tomorrow I will try to be more goal orientated and more active in the next part. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time. For the meantime, keep on gaming. See you later.